Hi guys, as promised I have a product review for you this week. I am going to be playing with the Camille Rose Curl Maker. This was given to me by my beautiful best friend who I love, hence why there's not very much left. This is the first time I've used it, trust me. So before I show you guys how I use the curl maker to refresh my hair, I'm just going to quickly tell you what it is. A sweet defining jelly enriched with smoothing, marshmallow and agave extracts, free of parabens and phthalates. I'm going to put the word up here because I don't know how to pronounce it. So just a quick scan of the ingredients as usual. Glycerin and aloe vera are the second and third ingredient in the ingredients. So if your hair gets over moisturised easily, that is something to look out for because they are both very moisturising products. But the next ingredient down is hydrolyzed cornstarch, which I believe is a protein because it has the word hydrolyzed in it. And when I first started looking at how to care for curly hair, the sort of general rule was if you can eat it, it's classed as a protein. I don't know if that's still the case, but I remember reading that somewhere years ago, so don't hate me if I'm wrong on that. And then carrageenan powder. Why do I have the feeling that's like crushed up bugs? I'm going to put here if that's the case. I'm going to look up what carrageenan powder is and I'm going to put it somewhere on the video if it is bugs or not. I don't think it is, but that's what's popped into my head. Anyway, it's probably not, let's be honest. Coconut oil, castor seed oil, agave leaf extract, Althea officinalis leaf root extract, and some other stuff, which I'm assuming is to make it slippery. Let's give it a quick smell. I have obviously used this by now and my reaction was it smells nice, but I think I'll go into a bit more detail. So it's quite sweet smelling and it does smell quite girly. So if you don't like the sort of sweet powdery girly scents, you might not like this, but I do like that sort of smell. So yeah, I feel like I'm not really on the ball this day, case in point. Anyway, so that is what I'm going to be using. It's this lightweight moisturising jelly. So before I start rambling even more, I am going to now show you guys how I used it during my refresh. Now there are two reasons why I'm only using this gel as a refresh as opposed to in a wash day. The first reason, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I forgot that I was supposed to film today, washed my hair yesterday after the gym and I really liked these results, so I didn't want to then have to wash my hair again and potentially not be as happy with the results. Now the second reason is more of a reason and less of an excuse as the first one. Looking at this gel, I can tell straight away it's not going to give me enough hold on a wash day to use by itself. If I compare it, for example, to the LA Hold Styling Gel, the Giovanni, if I hold it upside down, you can see this gel is not going anywhere. It's really thick, it's really gloopy, and that's what I love about this gel. The Curl Maker, on the other hand, if I turn it so you guys can see, it's still thick, but it is also a lot more runny when compared to the Giovanni and the Tough Stuff, which is what I also like to use. So I think because this is more of a lightweight product, it's more watery, I think this is going to do me better as a refresh. So that is why I'm not doing it on a wash day. So what I am going to do for today's refresh, do I have two bird clips? No. So I'm just going to split my hair into two and clip up the top section of my hair. This should be just a nice quick little video for you guys today. If somebody knows what these clips are called, please inform me. I call them bird clips. I want to say they're called alligator clips, but I think bird clips sounds better. So I've also got my spray bottle here. This just has water in. What I have been doing, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen I've been using about this much water and putting in 1 pump of the Lush brand's all-in-one styler for curly hair, because I find that that gives really good refresh results. But for the purposes of this video, this is just water. You can use tap water, but I am apparently a bit of a snob and I use water from the kettle, so just cooled boiled water. I really don't know why. I'm just going to get my hair, does it say to apply on wet or damp? Freshly washed and detangled hair. Ensure hair is wet. So I'm going to get my hair wet, but not dripping, soaking wet. Ow, that was caught in my earring there. And then just smooth my hair down. Try and get that little bit, there we go. I tend to smooth my hair down because where my hair, even though I dye it, I consider my hair to be low porosity. So the water just sits on top of my hair for quite a while. So I have to sort of smooth it down to make sure that those little beads actually get soaked into the hair. Then I'm gonna get rid of that loose hair. I don't know why I'm finding this so awkward. Right, let's do it on my desk. So that's a pump. So I'm going to do that for now. Oh, it does smell nice. Yeah, I'm just going to do 1 pump for now. And I can use more or less as I need to. So this is what it looks like on my hands. You can see it's nice and shiny and slick. It has sort of melted into my hands quite nicely. So I'm just not quite raking, not quite glazing. Let's do a little bit of the praying hands to try and keep my hair in its nice clumps. And then I'm going to give it a little scrunch and pulse just to put those curls back in. So straight away, I quite like this product. So that was 1 pump and there's still a little bit left on my hands, so I think I'll just sort of add a little bit more per section, if that makes sense, rather than do a full pump each side. Anyway, so yes, I think my estimation was right in that it wouldn't give me enough hold by itself, but as it happens, yesterday, what were the products I used? Raked through the coconut curl booster. So that's how much I'm going to use now, not quite a full pump. I raked through the coconut curl booster, then scrunched in the purple Superdrug mousse, about a golf ball per 2 sections of my hair, and then I scrunched in a little bit of the LA Hold gel. So there's some product in my hair already, but not a huge amount, because I used only a little bit of each product. Where am I going with this? Yes, so I think they're adding this for a refresh. It's going to reactivate the products that are already in my hair and just give a little bit of extra hold where I've added the water. That was my point. So now I have applied the curl maker to the rest of my hair. It's feeling pretty nice actually, to be fair. It doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel gunky, it doesn't feel weighed down. It will be interesting to see how it's gonna last throughout the day, because glycerin is the second ingredient in this, but then it also, if my knowledge is right, has a protein in it. So hopefully they might sort of balance each other out a little bit and stop my hair getting too over moisturised. Excuse me. But so far, I am happy with these, how it feels in my hair. Like I say, with the additional products, it feels like it's just sort of giving them a bit of a boost. as opposed to just sitting on top of my hair. So I'm now going to diffuse my hair. I will say I've still got the little bit of residue. My hands do feel quite sticky. That's just worth noting. I'm going to have to go and give my hands a little rinse. Anyway, so I'm going to now diffuse my hair. I'm going to do it on, I don't know why I have to think every time, medium heat like usual and low speed, because I find that works better when I'm doing a refresh, because my hair is just not, it's just not as wet as when I wash it. So medium heat, low speed. I'm going to diffuse my hair and then I'll be back and we will go through the results, scrunch out the crunch if needed, and I will give you guys my final thoughts. Okay, so my hair is more or less completely dry. As usual, I got bored before it was fully dry, but I did it for as long as I could. I just hate diffusing my hair, guys. So this is what we're working with. The cast is surprisingly there. I wasn't expecting, look at this bit. I wasn't expecting this much of a cast, so it's worked really well with the additional products that I used yesterday, because my cast wasn't this hard last night when I washed my hair once it was dry. So I am it will be interesting to see how this works on its own, because it's a very lightweight gel. It's very sort of, you saw how runny and sticky it was in my hands. That sounds contradictory. Either way, but it's given me a nice, decent, solid cast. So that's going to be fun to scrunch out in a minute. When my hair was drying, it's not so much now, but it did feel slightly sticky on my hair as I was sort of, I know you're not supposed to touch your hair as you're drying it, but as I was sort of feeling how dry the section was before I moved on to the next bit, it did feel a little bit sticky, but that seems to have eased now. It might just be like an awkward sort of in-between stage. And it hasn't left any white flakes or any sort of residue in my hair. I have seen people get that if they mix products. If their products don't mix, they sort of curdle and can leave white flakes and residue, and this hasn't happened with the curl maker when I use it with the other products I used yesterday, so that is pretty good. So now I'm going to scrunch out the crunch. I'm going to break this cast, this hard crunchy shell. I'm going to use my trusty capillary argan serum by Coconut. I've got hardly any left, which I'm gutted about. So I'm going to do 3 drops to begin with. Just rub it into my hands, and then gently, starting at sort of the mid-lengths and ends, I'm just squeezing my hair just to get the serum into my hair before I start properly breaking the cast. It's still ever so slightly damp at the back, but like I said, I got bored. Now, this is the praying hands method, like I said when I was applying the curl maker. And then I'm just going to gently scrunch up to put that bounce back in, of which there is plenty. And there we have the final results. So yeah, like I said just now, I'm really pleasantly surprised with these results. You can see how defined and shiny and springy my curls are. It's just, I was a little bit sort of, I get almost like imposter syndrome when I look at my hair, because it's like, how can that be on my head? But yeah, I'm pretty buzzing with these results. And to be honest, I feel like I've said everything I need to say already, because it's left my hair feeling shiny. It doesn't feel weighed down. It's given me a nice hard cast. Even after scrunching it out, I've still got a little bit left, but I'm just going to leave that now because I'm going to the gym in a minute. So it'll just sort of help my hair last through the workout. So I feel like that's a really sudden end, but I think I've said everything I need to say with regards to how this curl maker has worked in my hair. So I'm going to leave it at that, but it just feels a bit sudden. But anyway, thank you for joining me today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I think next week I might do a little sort of Q&A. So any questions that you have for me with regards to hair care, or to be honest, just anything about me you want to know within reason, just drop a comment down in the comments and I will answer the question in the video. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future content, and turn on notifications. Let me know what you thought of this video. Drop a comment along with any questions for next week in the comment box. Like, I've said subscribe already, share, just get me out there. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed so far. I hope you're enjoying my videos. So I will see you next week, guys. Bye! So I am going to help if the bottle was open. Now I have applied the curl maker, I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so hang on, let's put the thing down there. Where's that drawer open?